YouTube, what is going on? The Sports is Life podcast is back. Hope everyone is doing well. Just some thoughts that I had coming into this weekend, this fine weekend. LIV golf. Now, I must admit, I'm not the most astute golf guy out there. I mean, the only time that I'm really watching golf is if Tiger Woods is in the lead on the back nine. So, again, but I found this whole LIV LIV golf thing really interesting. Really interesting. As we stand right now, Charles Schwartzel has just won the first event that happened out in London. He won $4 million for taking first place, and then in the team game they won an additional $3 million. Believe he was on a 5-man team and he got an extra $750,000 on top of that. All that being said, the largest purse in comparison to the PGA Tour. But what I find the most interesting is the whole backdrop about LIV golf. Obviously, it's backed by the Saudis. Saudis have everyone know their history. And so what I have found interesting is how moral high, on the high horse some in the golf media have been. Those people like Randall Chambly, who thinks that, you know, golf is the ultimate gentleman's sport and golfers can do no wrong and this is just destroying everything. As far as golfers being asked to take stands against regimes that have human rights violations, I'm more of a person to look at to what our actual government stance is towards that country. If you go to the State Department, if you look at our own government, they see Saudi Arabia as an ally. And if that's our government's stance, I cannot fault a golfer for going out and doing what's best for his family, i.e. taking the money that's on the table. We're talking Phil Mickelson, $200 million to appear in events, I think, over the next 3 years. Dustin Johnson, $125 million. And even though Tiger Woods declined to take the offer, they offered him somewhere around $900 million. It's different for Tiger Woods. He's a billionaire without any of this extra money. So for him, it's all about legacy. It's all about legacy. So I get it for Tiger Woods. But for everyone else on the tour, compare it to everyone else going to work each day. Because that's, in my opinion, that's how athletes see their job. They think of their sport as a job. Most do. There's a few athletes out there that look at the sport that they play as a children's game. They see it the way that we see our job. They're going in each day, they're doing what they gotta do, they're making the most money that they can. We are viewing them as, you know, we're putting them on a pedestal that I don't think athletes wanna be on, and I don't think that they deserve to be on. They're just out there to get the most money, most of them is what I would say. Not all, by far, obviously, but to force golfers to not take the most money available because we want them to take a stance, while we have companies like Apple who do big business with China. We send our athletes to the Olympics, Sochi, China. We didn't ask them to take stances. Why would we force golfers to take this moral stance? I just don't think that is realistic. I mean, we can play this game if we want to. You know, just ask yourselves, how many times when, you know, we're out shopping for clothes do we look to see if everything was made in America? You'd be surprised to see how much of the things that we buy each day is made in China, made in Thailand, made in anywhere but the United States, which I think is the big thing. So, forcing golfers to have this moral stance. I just don't think that it's realistic, and I'm just not going to do it. As far as the golf itself, obviously they don't have any TV partners, so you couldn't watch it on TV. It was basically a YouTube thing. I did find the scoreboard to be interesting. I thought it was more lively than, the regular PGA Tour, Masters events, PGA, US Open, the Open events. I found it to be more interesting, which I think is what the PGA Tour needs to be looking at. They need to try to grab fans like me, average fans. I'm not a diehard golf fan, so I'm the type of fan that they should want to try and get. And I do think that even though they obviously have a big issue about where this money is coming from, who is backing it, I do think that there are things that they can take away to apply to their own game to make it better. But YouTube, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about LIV Golf. Tell me what you think about the tournament itself. Please like the channel. Please subscribe. Drop me a comment. And we'll talk again soon. Sports is life.